Hey everyone, welcome to a crazy day one of e-learning in a world of COVID-19. Hey, crazy times, huh? Um, this is it. This is how we begin. So today, I'm going to do my best to make this quick and fairly painless as we sort of embark on this new way of learning for a while. So I'm going to jump right into it and hopefully get to the goods quickly. Um, every day, this is going to be something I plan on doing is sort of a presentation. So here's the PowerPoint, and this is me walking through it, and like that's kind of how we did it when we were in class, and I want to keep that familiarity. So I'm going to start with an inspirational quote, and number one comes from my wife, who is she works for a company. She's the executive director. She's the boss of a company that works on equity and diversity. And she was quoted in the Star Tribune right here. Didn't even know it. She was given a workshop and a reporter quoted her. And here's what my wife said. Rebecca Slaby. Inclusion means you get to come into my space and I will include you on my terms as long as you say the right things, do the right things, behave the right way. Belonging is about you get to be who you are. I get to be who I am, and we'll create the space together. Star Tribune. I think that's hopefully the kind of way I want to approach this. We're all in our own spaces and we're most ourselves, I guess. And so I want you to know that you belong and you are allowed in every which way to express who you are the way you need to express yourself as we go through this from each other's personal spaces. So hopefully we did that all year. We're going to continue that. You belong, however which way that is. All right, agenda. Pretty simple. I'm going to make sure everyone's online. I'm going to give you a chance to rant about COVID-19 and then tour the new ELA system. So I'm going to go quick, so hang in there. All right, first off, most of you already done this, but if you haven't, this bozo looking guy is going to give you about a 2-minute tour of his space, my house. There's a little bit of explanation about this kitchen back here behind my bald head. If you've watched the video, you'll know what I mean. Basically, I'm just asking that you watch this and then you say on a discussion post in Schoology, you got it, or you share a pic of your learning space. It's up to you. Those of you that shared, I love it. Those of you that haven't, you just put got it. I just know that you're able to log on and get to Schoology, and that gives me duckies and bunnies feeling. So I'm feeling good that I know that you're hooked up. All right, next up, the next thing is the actual assignment. So we're going to go into this nice and easy. I want you to be able to rant today. I want you to get back into the writing. Your wrist's probably going to hurt. You haven't thought about writing for a couple of weeks. So journaling is the best way to get back in there. So ultimately, this journal is about ranting about the last 2 weeks of quarantining. Right, we've been away. Things have been crazy. We're still going up in terms of cases. So, what are your fears, joys, frustrations, victories, or sadnesses? And I want you to be able to choose. You can write this in any which way you want. If you want to go into a story mode, if you want to write an allegory because you're all fired up, and by the way, I'm almost through those. If you want to write an epic poem, if you want to write a song, if you're in that kind of a frame, or this is what I would choose, write a purely stream of consciousness rant. Just to give you an idea, here's what I would do. Um, I've had fears about this COVID-19 scare. Will it stop? What will it look like when it stops? So I've experienced fear. Joys, had lots of joys. I feel like I've seen a lot of people show a lot of kindness, and I think we'll be better after we get through this, I hope. Frustrations. I've been frustrated with leadership from all levels, up and down, government, municipalities, local, regional. I feel like there's a lot of inconsistency and there should be more. The weather has frustrated me. Spring in Minnesota, and we're locked in our houses when it's raining. We're locked in our houses when it's sunny. So I want more nice weather to be able to step outside into. Victories. I really feel lucky to spend a lot of time with my kids. Um, I feel like I've slowed them down in terms of them aging out of their childhood, but um, you know, you can't stop it, but I feel like this has slowed it down. So it's been really neat to spend more time with them. And we've had sadnesses. We lost, in fact, just a little while ago, we buried our pet rat, Zeus, who was a very cute, very fuzzy little friend. And we had to say goodbye to him. And that's a sadness for our family right now. So that's the idea. Ultimately, how I want you to do this, just I want you to do this. I want you to try to set aside about 20 minutes. Do not write a 4-page novel, just about 20 minutes. Listen to some music without lyrics, just so that it doesn't plant words into your writing head. And then just write. If you want to handwrite this, that's fine, but make sure you can take a picture of it so I can read it. And then if you're not going to handwrite it and you want to just do it off the assignment in Schoology, just, again, hit the plus in the upper right. It says create assignment, and then write in there everything. Just go. Allow yourself 20 minutes. It's not a discussion. So if you want to get personal, no one will read this but me. And I will respond in the grade comments. So you'd have to open up your grade, see your post, and then in the grade book it would show my comments. So this will not go live or public to anyone. Do this and you get 3 points. It's another way of seeing who's involved and who's logged on. Okay. I know I'm rushing, but now I want to get to the other stuff, and that is this. This is where you are going to be looking for things now, okay? So this online e-learning folder is where everything should be. And here's how this is going to play out. First off, Mr. Slaby's office hours for right now, I am 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. That means between 1 and 4, if you need to get a hold of me, you can email me, you can message me in Schoology, you can even send out a Google Hangout invite, and I can be there. I will be there. I'll respond to you immediately. You can do that all throughout the day, but for 1 to 4, I am locked and loaded into this class in case you need to share something, you need to ask a question, or even if you just want to talk like a normal human being with someone outside your home. I'm open, ready, all right? 8th grade work calendar. This is something you should have access to. It's really pretty simple. It is simply the sort of epicenter, the hub, where all of the teachers put their stuff. So if you look at it, there's the week of March 30th through April 3rd. This is what we're doing this week, right? Little poetry terminology and intro and e-learning. That's what we're doing right now. Okay. So that's the 8th grade work calendar. All right, and then the other stuff that's important right here is, let's go a little slow. There we go. This right here, daily lessons and presentations, that's where you want to start your day. So this is day 1, and each day will be a folder. These are the materials for tomorrow, or for today, I guess, for you guys. This is the discussion with the video and the tour of my home. This is the day 1 rant journal that I just assigned you, and this is the PowerPoint or the presentation without this video. The 4th thing that I'll put here is this very link that will be me walking through it. So maybe you want to avoid listening to me drone on and on and on. This is one way to do it. I'll give you both. Resources for reading. We're going to have you keep reading, and we're going to use that exit ticket, and we're also going to ask that you post some proof that you're reading. So that will continue. I'll get more into that later this week. Eventually, I'll be having short little snippets of me reading from a really interesting book I'm reading right now. I think you'll find it fascinating. There are links to a lot of resources here to get a book on an audio book. So obviously we can't check out from the library, but hopefully you've got some backups. But if you don't, there's no reason you can't be listening to a book. And lastly, this is sort of a bonus folder. This is going to have stuff that is not assigned, but if you're, like my kids, they sometimes run out of stuff to do, and then it becomes annoying for all of us. So if you want to keep your parents from ending you, which is why I called it the Don't Make Your Parents End You resources, this is some stuff to mess around with to give you ideas. They're very STEM-oriented ideas, and they require thinking and learning, and I think they're kind of fun. So for instance, you could do this link to a movie idea. You could recreate a scene or a short film using stop motion animation. Remember those Zentangles where we were doing patterning for meditation? That's right there. And then this I whooped up because I'm so badly missing March Madness and the NCAA basketball tournament that I had to just come up with something. So I have a March Madness tournament here with gods from different cultures from around the world. So if you click on it, this is literally a bracket challenge where I have pitted um, mythical gods uh, and gods from belief systems against each other. And you have to choose one and explain why you picked one to win. It might take some research. So you can see why this is a good time occupier. There's learning, it's creative, but it's also kind of fun. We'll continue on and see who wins this whole bracket. So anyway, there you go. That's it in a nutshell. Here we begin, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. I have missed all of you, and let's see how we can revolutionize learning. So take care. We'll see you on the computer screens.